All right, Math 87, Lesson 94, page 574. All right, this is absolutely critical that you be looking at this. There's a chart here on page 577 for 2 dice. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. I do not expect you to memorize that. The other thing that's going to happen is they're going to talk about cards, playing cards. Many of you do not know about playing cards. There are 4 suits. I didn't spell that right either. Okay, there's hearts, diamonds, clubs, and spades. In each suit, there is king, queen, jack, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and ace. There's 13 in each of these, and that is a total of 52 cards, okay? T-O-T-A-L. There we go. Okay? Just stuff where you need to know. All right. We're talking about probability, okay? Probability. Remember probability. Okay? If we have a spinner like this, and it's broken into 4 equal sections. I said equal, Mr. Courtright. Equal sections, okay? A, B, C, and D, and I have a little spinner deal, and I spin the thing around. What's the probability of me getting a B? Okay? Well, the number of total here is 4. There is 1 B, so my probability is 1 out of 4. Okay? That's a simple probability. What if I said I want the spinner to stop on A or B the first time, and I want to spin it again, and the second time I want to get C. All right? Make sense? So what's the probability of getting an A or a B? Right here, okay? Let me get rid of this thing here because you shouldn't need to look at that anymore. Well, there's 4 total, and there's 2 here. If I reduce that, I have 1 over 2. The probability of getting a C is there's 4 total, and there's 1 here. To get compound probability, get this and then this in a row, okay? I multiply my simple probabilities. I multiply the simple probabilities, okay? Compound probabilities, you multiply the simple probabilities. They're going to give you a little thing here. I hate to do the thing with the penny. If you flip a coin, okay, you get either heads or you get tails, all right? 1 out of 2 here, 1 out of 2 here. To get this, all right? Either one, doesn't matter. So if we wanted to flip a coin, let's say 6 times, and we want to get heads, heads, tails, 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 heads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to do it 6 times, and I want to get heads, heads, tails, 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 heads in that order. What's the probability of that happening? Well, the probability of getting a heads is 1 out of 2. 1 out of 2 here. Every time you flip the coin, it starts over again. 1 out of 2 here, 1 out of 2 here, 1 out of 2 here. To get the compound probability of getting them in this order in a row, you multiply. And 1 times itself 6 times is not 6, it's 1. 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. All right? Now here, 2 to the 6th power. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 2 is 16. 16 times 2 is 32. 32 times 2 is 64. I have a 1 out of 64 chances to get heads, heads, tails, 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 heads in a row in that order. All right? So you multiply the simple probabilities to get the compound probability. All right, now on that little chart, if we have 2 dice, you look at that chart. There's 6 numbers down this side, 6 numbers down this side, and then there's all these numbers inside here, all right? When I roll 2 dice at a time, I don't just have 6 possibilities. I have 6 times 6. I have 36 probable things that could happen, all right? So to find out what the probability of getting a 5 is, you look at your chart and you count the 5s. There's 1, 2, 3, there's 4 of them. Probability of rolling 2 dice and getting a 5. Getting a 5 is 4 out of 36, which reduces to 1 out of 9. All right? You just count whatever you have. The probability of getting rolling 2 dice at the same time and getting a number that's greater than 5. X greater than 5 or equal to, greater than or equal to 5. Just count them all. So there's, count the 5s, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 6s, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. There's 30 out of 36. Okay, we want to reduce that. Divide by 2. 15 out of 18. Okay? Divide that by 3. That's 5 out of 9. All right, does that make sense a little bit? That is straight off of that chart. Okay? Now, let's take 2 dice, and I want to roll them twice. First time when I roll the 2 dice, I'm going to get a 4. Second time, I want to get a 6. All right? This is first, second. All right, how many 4s is there? There's 3. So there's 3 out of 36. And 6s, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, let's put this over here. Now we're going to multiply those, but before we do, let's reduce this. Well, let's just do this. Let's just times, okay? I can divide this and this, all right? 3 goes in here once, 3 goes in here 1, 2. Now, is there anything else we can cross cancel? Answer is no. I have 5 out of 12 times 36. 6 and 6 is 12. Carry the 1. 6, 7, 0, 36, 2. Wow, sorry. 2. 7 plus 6 is 13. Carry the 1 is 4. So I have 5 chances out of 432 to roll the dice. 2 dice together. I roll them once. Probably getting a 4. Okay, it's like 1 out of 13. Or 12, rather. Second time to get a 6. Did I count those right? Yep, there's 5 of them. 5 out of 36. Okay, so I have 1 out of 12 times 5 over 36. That's 5 over 432. 5 chances out of 432 tries to get a 4 and then a 6 using 2 dice. Okay, and then they talk about the cards. Oh, we just have to do what they say to do with the cards. Oh, sorry. If you need to know about cards, you come back and look at that. Real quick, I want to do this other one here. Let's look at practice C. Okay, just because I want you to understand how to do this. Practice C. I'm going to help you set it up. Okay, it says Jasmine is taking a 4-option multiple choice test. That means for every choice, every question, there's an A, B, C, and a D choice on them. Okay, there's 2 answers she doesn't know. So for problem 1, problem 2, A, B, C, and D. She doesn't know these 2 questions on the test. Okay, if she can correctly rule out one option on question 1, she can rule out 1 there. What's her probability of guessing them both correctly? Okay? Excuse me. What's the probability of guessing this one correctly? Which is, I only have a total now of 3. You understand? Because I took this one out. I know it's not right. So I have this one here. I have 3. And it's either going to be one of these, so there's 1 chance out of 3. Right here, there's 1 chance out of 4. Okay, when I multiply these together, I have 1 chance, wrong word, I'm sorry, 1 probability. probably is 1 out of 12 tries to get it right, okay? That's not great odds, but it's not horrible. All right, you see how that works?